everybody, this is Coach McCreary from Baseball by the Yard. Today's tip involves sacrifice bunting. And before we get into any of the technique involved, I wanted to share with you my thoughts on where hitters should be bunting the ball on the field. Now let me just say first off, if the players are young, they're in Little League and so forth, it really isn't going to matter too much where the ball is bunted. As long as they get the ball down on the ground, generally that's good enough. But as you get older, you get to the high school level and beyond, it becomes more important to know where on the field you want to be bunting the ball. So here's the basic rule involving when to bunt the ball to first base and when to bunt the ball to third base. The general rule is this: if there is a runner on first that you are trying to get to second, you bunt the ball to first base. If there's a runner on second and you're trying to get him to third, you bunt the ball to third base. Now here's why. If there's a runner on first, the first baseman is going to have to hold that runner on. Soon as I square around to bunt, that third baseman is going to come charging. He doesn't have to wait for anything. Soon as I square around, he comes at me. First baseman, as I said, has to wait until the pitch is thrown. So if I bunt the ball to third base when there's a runner on first, I'm doing the defense a favor because I am bunting it to the guy who's going to be closest to the ball. So runner on first, you bunt the ball to first base because the first baseman is going to be delayed in charging because he has to hold the runner on. Now, if you're trying to bunt the man over to third base, now you bunt the ball to third base because the opposite is true. If you're trying to bunt a guy to third base, as soon as I square around, that first baseman comes charging. He doesn't have to hold anybody on. The third baseman cannot charge right away because if he leaves third base too early, that runner on second base can just steal third base because nobody's going to be there. So again, the general rule, runner on first, bunt it to first. If you're trying to get a guy to third base, you bunt the ball to third base. That's the basic procedure involved in sacrifice bunting, and that's your tip for the day.